Hello again, guys, and welcome to another episode of On the Range podcast with War HOGG Tactical and Kelly Defense. I am Mark Kelly, and joined, as always, with my co-host and friend, Rick Hogg. How's it going, buddy?
Man, Mark, it's going great. Appreciate you guys tuning in. We're coming to you from the stand-up desks. If you guys haven't noticed, we don't really do a whole bunch of sitting, but that's just here nor there. A little food for thought, strengthening legs. Anyway, guys, thank you for your time. Greatly appreciated. Your number one commodity, and you're kind enough to give it to us. I ask, hey, man, give us 5 more seconds post-show. Just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Leave us a rating review. I don't care what you leave. Thumbs up emoji, birthday cake, American flag. I don't even care if it's, eggplants. Leave us something, man. Trust me, it will help this crazy AI algorithm that's out there. But anyway, do us another huge favor. Swing by warhog.com, kellydefense.com. Go ahead, peruse those different websites. And don't forget, we got OTR training on demand on both of the homepages. It'll take you there. Getting ready to try to edit some stuff. We'll get some new videos uploaded there. And we can always go to patreon.com/on the range podcast. Depending when you're listening to this, man, we got one coming up tomorrow, Zoom call with our patrons. So join the global fun, because that's right, we got patrons all over the world. So we solve all the world's problem, interactive, just not us gibbering. It's definitely a multi-way conversation with all the patrons there. Last but not least, go check out our industry partners page. Save you a boatload of cash, whether it's Aimpoint, War HOGG 5, we got Kill Cliff, we've got Brute Force, Alpha Elite Performance, Vertex. Yeah. We've got a bunch of industry partners, and one of the things we ask is, hey, give us a coupon code so that you guys don't have to pay retail, save you some money. And then last but not least, don't forget, check out warhog.com, our In Honor of Duco loop leash, which somehow got banded on Facebook for selling firearms, explosives, and bullets. It's a dog leash dopes. But anyway, I digress. So I think that's all of our housekeeping for today.
Yeah, it's a lot of housekeeping, but your boys have been busy here at the OTR universe, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, pushing out that contact wherever you guys are at. Thank you for making us part of your day. We really appreciate you guys tuning in. And today we're going to do something fun. Mm-hmm. We kind of dabbled in it last week. We went into the terminal list, and we talked about Lieutenant Commander James Reese's workshop, which was a lot of fun. I got a lot of good positive feedback on that. So like we promised, now we're going to do a quick, I don't know if you call it review or reaction, maybe just our reaction. I think it's been out there long enough. We're not really killing anything. We're not going to spoil anything if you haven't watched it yet. But we're going to put up some scenes, the one primarily today from episode 1, and we're going to give our honest reaction about it. And this is going to be fun. We're not going to talk a bunch of war story stuff, but we are going to give our reaction about some of the tactics and some of the things we liked about it and how it added to the show. And I haven't really found anything that I didn't like about it, because even the stuff that isn't, quite right, it's because of cinema. You got to actually tell a story and let people know what's going on.
Yeah. No, I mean, let's think about it from the book standpoint. When you have, 8 hours to tell that book story versus an hour and a half or 2 in the theater, you're going to get a lot more. And I think those guys hit it out of the park. For those of you that didn't catch it, we did a podcast on the range with Jack Carr. And really, that's what he wanted to talk about. He was super excited about the terminal list. Now I know why.
Oh, yeah.
After watching this thing, and it's funny because it goes hand in hand, the episode 1. So don't think that Hollywood films in sequence, because they don't. So this was, I think this was towards the end, if I recollect correctly. But anyway, Jack had just got done. They had just finished wrapping up this scene. The nice thing was we got some info from him, so that a lot of I don't even want to say the word actors, but we'll just say the people that's in it, they're actually Navy SEALs. So it was super easy. Old teammates of Jack, that you're not having to train guys that don't know what they're doing. These guys are just going to flow and just going to do their business. So I think without further ado, we'll roll the tape.
Infill's good. Chief, your assessment? Kahani's in under the radar, so it makes me think that the compound's probably gonna be lightly guarded. In the event that shit goes south, we got Rangers 10 mics out on QRF. Feel solid, sir.
You got to love, right, when you got Army Rangers acting as QRF for the Navy. Come on, man. You know?
Yeah, I love that.
Because
I like how they cut in and out of the team room.
Yeah. So we'll do a little sister service bashing because it's always fun, right? Because let's be an honest broker. Technically, they should be using the Marines because that is all Department of the Navy. And I got it. My Marines going, shut it, man. No, dude, look at your letterhead. It says Department of the Navy, United States Marine Corps, right? But they opted to go, no, we're going to sit there and, we're going to pull Army Rangers for our QRF. So,
yeah, I'm not going to lie. I'm still a little sore about the shellacking that Army took this past year at the Army-Navy game. So,
yeah,
little sore about that. Haven't quite gotten over that one yet, Rick.
Well, don't worry. We'll have a reckoning in 2022.
No one's going to even know we're there.
So yeah, nothing better than starting an op already all wet. Key critical component, dogs rolling in. Not sure who the actual dog was, but at that point during infill, I would at least pop his muzzle off. But I wouldn't want to sit there and try to swim him in his muzzle or anything else. As soon as you get the chance, pop that thing off. Kept it on during the helo ride because somebody might sit on his tail, do something, and his way to tell you get off my tail is with his teeth. So yes, I get that, but no, it's all good.
Throughout this series, you notice how dark some of the imagery is. Mm-hmm. And I think they're pretty much pushing the limits of letting people know that this is, near pitch dark conditions.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to show the movie. I get it. But, man, I think they did a really good job of showing that, coming out of the water, like you said, man. Yeah, nothing like starting something right off the bat being soaking wet.
Let's roll.
They must have had a couple of them with them because, boy, that was a pretty robust hunk of steel. But you notice, man, the Navy guys, Hulks just picked that thing up, man.
Yeah.
Move right over there.
Oh, yeah. I love that, man. Like you said, that breech pin was a monster.
Yeah.
Of course, they had the time lapse out a little bit. You can't be spending half the scene.
Oh, no.
cutting that big iron, but yeah.
Yeah. But no, I mean, it's just showing, hey, man, here's all the different tools and things that you're thinking about. Because, again, you can't sit there and always run explosives, man. You sit there and give the gig up. So they're just sitting there. Plus, too, I mean, your explosive wouldn't work that well on that. Great anyway, but that was their choice. And sure don't want to be rolling in with them big old Broco tanks, but.
Yeah. Well, they got the Indige guys, embedded in their operation. It shows a lot of stuff in there that people may not be aware of, but man, it looks great. They got these guys in there. There you go.
Little night vision action.
Yeah, I like that. Sketchy looking place.
Oh yeah. And you got to think that water that would be coming down through that sewer, I personally would not want to be walking through that stuff, man.
Yeah, that should have been number one in the brief at the team room. Okay, everybody, once we get past a certain point, do not open your mouth.
Yeah. Get your hip waders on because, where's the baby Ruths and all the rats and everything else. So
yeah.
It's all good.
Good show of the night viz, man. That was cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I like how they transition back from, their point of view back to the cinematography of it to show how dark it still is. That's actually a result of the, the infrared floods and all that stuff. So pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty
No, it
cool.
was
I
good.
like the movement. It's a lot of fun to watch. It looks
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah.
Well, you
Did
got
a
trained, you
great
got
job,
trained
man.
professionals. You got trained professionals doing it. It's
Yeah,
easy.
you're going to get it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, six flagging. Hold. EOD up, no comms.
We're going white light.
So you get the EOD checking out, because the dog alerted now on the top of the roof, and I mean that place would be packed with odor. So I get it. The dog alerting to a submersed explosive. Yeah, we'll just say, hey, the dog alerted, good job. But I mean, dog's got his earmuffs on, his goggles. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
to me, I never did any of that stuff, right? Because you're just cutting the dog's capability. You're running suppressed guns. Okay, cool. But, I don't know because I've never worn or messed with those dog earmuffs. I don't know how much they muffle. But again, you're just cutting one of their senses down, actually two of their senses, because it looked like, I couldn't tell if the iPro is clear or dark, but man, you got to give these guys as much opportunity as you can. But at least I like how they plug the dog in to alert on explosives. So
Yeah, that was really cool.
But he would have been from the get-go at probably that initial breach, just the way that tunnel system was with all that air flowing down, dude, he would have alerted more than likely right there at that breach point because of all that just explosive odor being pushed out that way. So
yeah. And it's really cool that the howling of the wind going through the tunnels makes it a real eerie setting. I think they did a great job, and their movements and everything just looks so cool. And you got to admit, man, that dog looks pretty badass with all that stuff on. Oh yeah.
It's a fucking landslide, sir. This whole crypt is rigged to blow.
Take comms external. Let them know we're negative on the access point.
Yes, sir.
And here come the bees.
Contact entering point! What do we got? We've got heavy contact rear. They need backup. Chief, I'm putting a fire team together and moving to the Crohn's position. Roger that. Move it!
Yeah, I mean, they're at a stuck point, right? So they got heavy contact to the rear. All right, they got basically IED in front of them, and they're fighting in a very confined space. Your lateral movement left and right isn't there. Granted, they get some little bit of cover from those little cutouts, but again, how many of those you got along the way? How much, maneuver? And to me, it really depicts, hey man, those guys are in a pinch, man. There's really nowhere to maneuver when you're down in that tunnel system. And you just see these guys, they're just, man, they're blasting bad dudes and they just keep coming and coming and coming. It's like you just kick the hornet's nest and these guys are rolling and rolling and rolling. So,
yeah. And, there's no reason to worry about that tripwire. No one went forward to that, it looked like. And now they're just, they're just busting ass back. And it looks awesome. The instant reaction, they put in a fire team together. They're moving up.
mm-hmm.
Watch your back! Fucker! Lacroix hit! Move! Roll it! Move!
So you see all these crazy muzzle flashes.
Yeah.
That's all Hollywood. Because they got to do that for their cinematography, and they get special blanks that will have that flash on there. Because I think one of the guys that was running a suppressed rifle, that thing's all barking like a dog. It's like, no, but I get it for your Hollywood-esque, piece. You got to sit there and put it in there. And go, yep, these guys are out, shit out of their life.
Yeah. And old boy's right in the middle of the tunnel there, getting blasted, unfortunately, and they're trying to get to him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, it's a good scene. Shows them moving quickly and reacting to it, and yeah, that muzzle flash is is pretty good for the for the movies.
Cinematography, man, got to have it.
Yeah. What could you imagine having a freaking big old gunfight like that in some place like that? I mean, that'd be tough.
You're but it was kind of like you saw the one where you got the machine gunner. He's behind that one grate. All you've got, man,
Set
is,
up. Yeah.
So is he sandbagged in? Is he whatever? And it's like, dude, you just got to get fire down there to try to suppress it, man. And then hopefully you're going to get rounds on him to eliminate him, so he's no longer putting bullets at you. But you would think in that case, you've got your alternate dude, because you had so many dudes just engulfing that target. It's like, I would, if it were me and I'm sitting there planning it out, yeah, dude, I'm going to have, at least old boy have an AG. So if anything happens to him, hey, just run the gun, pull the trigger.
Force, clean it up! I got you, brother. I got you. Last man! Last man alive! Give it to me! Come on! Look out! Look out!
But I mean,
A lot of cats. Everybody trying to get small on the sides.
Yep. But you saw him working it, right? Last man calls, that's regular standard operating procedures, working your casualty collection points. So again, you've got wounded, you've got to, take care of them. And you got to think, man, what a crappy place to try to work on your casualties. I mean, it's like, so, but no, it's all, it's all portrayed very well. It's all moved very well. I got it. You got your cinematography with your special blanks in there to watch your little bit of zip come out of your suppressed gun. Hey, dude, that's cool.
Oh, hell yeah.
Adds to the action of it.
I repeat, troops in contact. Multiple Eagles down.
No, get back! No! That trooper!
So we got old boy climbing up the ladder to get someplace he could broadcast. He did that.
Yep.
And it looks like one of the indigenous
which is
guys.
which is critical, right? You got to get that call out, troops in contact, get that QR spinning. Because let's think about it, man. They've been in the fight of their life down there for a while. 10 minutes.
And they got 10 minutes. Yeah.
10 minutes, a lot of things can happen in 10 minutes. And then of course, you've got old boy that just freaks out and he opts that, hey man, he's not going to pay attention. And it's the old indige guide they brought along. And he trips the ID. And I don't know, because again, it's hard to say how much explosives were rigged on the roof and stuff like that. And granted, your arch tunnels are stronger, but still, that's just that's just what people don't get, right? Is that overpressure that's going through those tunnels, dude? It's absolutely brutal. So when you sit there and it's portrayed very well, the whole TBI deal, where it's like, dude, you want to talk about getting your bell rung? There's a probability, right? Just that overpressure. And people don't understand this. That overpressure alone can kill guys. Yeah. Nothing to do with bullets, just merely the pounds per square inch of that force from that explosion in that confined space on your body has the potential to kill you. So
yeah, I mean, they certainly captured, the chaos.
Oh,
and old boy, 100. Not being able to keep it together.
Yeah.
And how quickly that could ruin things.
And pretty much did, man. Hit that, IED, and it's like, dude, catastrophic.
Let's go. Let's go. Yeah.
a crappy place to come out, man.
Yeah. But, here's the thing. That scene of the Black Hawk coming in with the miniguns running, man, that did not do miniguns any justice. I'm sorry, dude. When those things rip, I mean, it is literally a, or if he hits up to high, or if he hits up to high, it's like, I mean, you're going from 3,000 to 5,000 rounds per minute. That 134 is an impressive gun, man. And especially when you're coming in and he sits there and puts that burst out there, that is a game changer.
What a great shot of them panning around and showing that up view of all the flak coming down on those guys. Yeah. And they're already in a gunfight before they even get out, the QRF. So
yeah, dude, you're down in low ground.
Representation of that. Big time. Yeah.
Yeah. You're down in low ground. You got guys up high. It's like, dude, tough place to fight. And then you got the bird coming in, putting down.
Down! I need to get off this bird! I need a head count on my man! I understand, but I need to get off this axe! Get my boys off this street! You are the last man! I promise you!
I need someone on that leg! Onto the post!
Cortez! Eyes on me! Look at me! Cortez! Open your eyes!
Stay with me, bro. Stay with me.
Yeah.
Great dramatic scene right there.
It is, but it portrays, even in that moment where you got James Reese, who just was inside that tunnel system there in that catastrophic explosion. Again, his bell is rung like anybody's business. Hey man, I need a head count. He's the guy in charge. That's leadership in action, right? I need a head count, because at that point, you don't know who's where, right?
Yeah.
And luckily the QRF is like, hey, you're the last one.
You're the last one, man. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like, and then to get on the bird and you've got your wounded mates there, they're sitting there trying to get the one guy, hook him up on the floor, you get the one guy kind of lean against the back, and, you can tell, hey man, he's not doing well, fading. It's like, stay with me, it's like, so no, I mean, that initial opening really, to me, sets the tone for the terminalists and where this thing's going to go. As far as just being a fantastic series. So that just goes to show, hey man, this is how much into we want to portray this thing as real as we can. We got actual Navy SEALs flowing through, you're using actual verbiage that they would use. Short of, like I said, the old cheating the miniguns, everything else, man, everything else was good. And it was just, it shows. And I think as we start progressing through the different scenes, you're going to see how much effort went into the entire crew to sit there and have a great representation of taking Jack's book and basically putting it to screen and making, double dip entertainment. So, people are already talking, hey man, when's the next series coming? So,
yeah. And, the awesome thing about it is, like the Saving Private Ryan opening scene, dude, I'm going to tell you right now, this is up there. Now, Saving Private Ryan, was a great, great movie. And I'm not saying, they're saying it's better. No, what I'm saying is it's used the same type of scene and the struggles that these guys are going through and how they're working through it. And then everybody coming in to clean it up and help them get out. It's just a great opening scene. And it really sets up, like you said, what this guy's all about. Yeah. And man, did a great job at it.
Yeah. Well, on the Saving Private Ryan deal, it's like, here, I think you had 13 guys, where Saving Private Ryan, you had thousands that were hitting Omaha Beach, right? And just the carnage, going down. But it's still the portrayal of chaos in combat. But what you see, especially here, is you see, hey, commands being given, guys going to do stuff, trying to make the best out of what they got. Hey, man, we're in a pinch. Get up there, get comms out to QRF. And then even wrapping it up with Reese, hey, man, I need a head count. good verbiage,
Yeah.
good, good use of tactics, good everything. And it sets the tone, in my opinion, for, all right, where are we going with this?
I know.
I mean, it's like, wow, you guys just set the bar super high. I can't wait to see how the rest of this plays out. So,
Yeah.
to Jack, the entire crew, Chris Pratt, all those guys, fantastic job, man. And
Yeah. It looks
it was,
awesome. Sounds
yeah.
awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And what's really cool about it too is you don't have to know what any of those things mean to understand what they're trying to accomplish. That's how well they've done it. And to the layperson or someone who's just never been in that world at all can really see what's going on and what's happening and see how long. I mean, that 10 minutes. I mean, dude, that's an eternity. Something like that's an eternity, man.
Yeah. You're sitting there. I mean, just think about it, right? I don't know how many mags they all brought to the fight.
Dude.
Obviously swimming in, you're rolling fairly light, not expecting a whole bunch of resistance there. And then to get into a prolonged gunfight in that tunnel system and have to fight your way out, you can burn through your bullets super quick. And now it's sitting there going, hey man, who's got a mag? Somebody throw me a mag. So
and losing guns out of the fight, every couple minutes, man. I mean, so now you got someone carrying someone out. There's two guys, occupied right there. It's just, it's just a great scene. I think they did an awesome job. It's a little bit. It's a different deviation from the book itself, but this, for the purpose of what they were looking to do, they nailed it.
Well, I mean, there's always going to be, that's kind of one of those things when they're doing, our books are always going to translate 100% over to the screen. It's not, right? Because cinematography, they've got to get certain looks, certain things. And it is what it is. So, but it sets, it just sets the tone for the rest of the series. And it kind of, you're sitting there going, okay, cool. And it brings, to me, it highlights, here's the other part it does. It highlights the whole traumatic brain injury deal. And really just kind of.
Yeah, we didn't really get into that, but we will.
But it's a critical part because how many service members are sitting there, suffering from, and again, I always say TBIs, traumatic brain injuries, not just one. But it brings that to light to go, hey man, we're still just now kind of figuring out the impacts of 20 years of combat on dudes' heads. And unfortunately, the more awareness we can make for it, the better off things are going to be. So I think movies like this, or I won't say movies, but series like this, where, hey, it's in people's minds. Even, they start dabbling on the whole PTS thing, which I won't get into all that down the road, but that's a critical thing. But you see Reese suffering from the whole memory thing. Hey, what's reality? What's not? I can tell you from being knocked out, there's concussive amnesia, right? Like you don't know what happened. There's periods of my life I cannot tell you, what do we do? I don't know. No idea.
Yeah.
Gone. Remember, you get snippets and flashes, and like I said, that part is portrayed very, very well. I think this happened, but maybe that happened. I don't know what happened. I don't really know what went on. So, but good job on Jack and the crew, man.
It's a great movie. Yeah. It's a great TV show. And like you said, they've set the bar very, very high. Hell, they set the bar high for the next season when it does come out. I believe it will.
Oh, dude.
In the first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then it picks up speed, man. And this series just keeps going. And I'm looking forward to doing another show on the next episode. And there's plenty of things that we could do in this first episode. There's a couple of fight scenes and cars, and it's just unbelievable, man.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. There's a lot of things we could talk about, but we thought this was something that would set up what we're trying to do fairly well. And man, what a great scene.
Yeah. It just sets the precedence for it. So if you guys haven't, go check it out. You will not be disappointed. And if you haven't read the book, read the book, and it'll kind of give you an idea how you know, if you want to say what the author has actually put pen to paper versus what Hollywood kind of pulls out and portrays, you know, from there.
Yeah, man, Jack is such a great storyteller, man.
And there's a Magnum PI.
Yes. Yeah, let's talk about that for a second before we cut loose here.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know what the Magnum PI, because I did ask him, reference episode 8. If it's, did you try to pull, did you see the sunrise? And he was like, no. And I'm like, I was for sure. Right.
And I got nothing. Yeah.
I got nothing. So
yeah.
Now, you know, and I think that'd be cool for Jack, you know, down the road. But each one of the books has a Magnum PI piece of it. So that's how much, you know, this one TV show. And if you guys haven't watched, so let me rephrase this. There's 2 Magnum PIs. There's the true Magnum PI of the 80s featuring Tom Selleck. And then you have this new Magnum PI of the 2000s that just isn't there.
I'm sure all the actors and everything, I'm sure it's fine, but apples and oranges.
But it's now you're trying to take now you're trying to take Magnum, and he's not a Vietnam vet now. I think he's a Afghanistan or Iraq vet, and it's just
trying to update it or whatever.
It's like, no, go watch the old Magnum PIs. Go watch them. They, again, I think that had the same effect on Jack as it did as me as a kid, right? Dude, you look forward to watch a Magnum PI. Cool, man. Here's old Tom Selleck racing around his Ferrari on Hawaii.
His little shorty shorts.
That's it, man. But, you know, they would plug in, here's the camaraderie of his, you know, military brothers, because he had both Navy and Marine Corps in there. Built the bomb with the aviators, you know, so that's old Rick and TC there. But it just kind of set the precedence, and not going down the whole Magnum PI trail, but there was a lot of things that Magnum did unbeknownst to people. And you got to think, I believe it came out in 1980, if my memory serves me correct. I think it ran from like,
I'm not sure
80,
on that.
80 to 87, or maybe 82 to
I know it ran for quite a while.
It was like 7 seasons, if I remember right. But let's think about it, guys. You got to think, 1975, we pulled out of Vietnam. Within, you know, 5-7 years, here we've got, you know, we're portraying, you know, a Navy SEAL that basically has PTS, if you want to say, from the war. Hadn't been touched, hadn't been addressed. And it's just, people, I don't even think totally got it. But it was just, I think, the first time it was kind of introduced to the public. So it'll be cool to get up with Jack, because he said he would come back on the show. And we're going to do a Magnum PI special. We're going to talk Magnum PI. And I'll definitely have to have some cliff notes for that one. But it's, like I said, if you guys haven't watched it, go check it out. I don't even know where you can see it on TV.
You know what? I don't know, but I almost guarantee that you could probably find it on Hulu or Netflix or something.
It's got to be somewhere out there.
Yeah. You know what else you can find on Roku and Vimeo? You can find On the Range podcast.
Whoa.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I bet you I go tell
Fire TV.
Bet you I go tell Alexa, go play me some On the Range podcasts.
Dude, that's all you gotta do. Is gotta ask the magic box on your counter there, Alexa, or the Echo Dot, man. You're gonna be hearing On the Range podcast.
Boom.
Matter of fact, you say it into your little mic from the Fire TV. Boom. You're gonna see this video right here, probably.
What if they can subscribe?
Yes, you can. You can make it one of your favorites.
Okay, so if it's a favorite, are you subscribed? Will they get notifications?
I guess that's the same thing as being, subscribed to YouTube or Facebook. You know, you hit your favorite, or you add it to your list. Every time something new comes up, and you go into Roku TV or you go into Fire TV, it'll pop up. It's unbelievable. You can even go to, listen to this, guys. This is how space age we are. You can even go to Amazon.com, do a search On the Range podcast, and if you have a Android phone, you can take a picture of the QR code and get our app. See all of our stuff.
Bam.
It's amazing. Bam.
That's right. On the Range podcast app.
Yeah.
Who else has that?
You're not going to tell us we're not a first-rate operation.
No way, dude. No way.
Anyway, guys, thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this. We're going to be doing some more. Just make sure you go to warhog.com. Check out the In Honor of Duco project. Look at the new loop leash. You can go to warhog.com and purchase one of those. You can even directly contribute to the the In Honor of Duco project.
Yeah, buddy.
You can go ahead and just contribute. Make sure you go to kellydefense.com as well. Check out those industry partner pages and save yourself a boatload of cash. Take advantage of those promo codes. That's why we get them. We're not getting anything out of most of those. They just give them to us because they know that you guys would be interested in it. That Alpha Elite Performance, they have been killing that particular one. So get after that. They got a lot of stuff. That heavy metal detox. They got the sleep stuff.
Yep.
Oh, man. They got the greens. Great stuff he's doing over there. Make sure you go check them out. And this is a big one. Aimpoint promo code WarHog5. Only 2 out there ever. And Rick's got one of them.
Yep.
Go take advantage of it, man.
Dude, save you 5%, man. You know, you sit there and look at some of their optics, man. That's some good savings right there. So,
yeah, retail's for suckers, guys. Don't ever forget that.
And that was, that was one of my things. Like, hey, dude, I am, like I said, to me, Aimpoint's the standard when it comes to red dot sights, right? Yeah. So when you make a bold statement, I'd bet my life on it. Yeah, I would bet my life on it, right? Because I did, still do to this day. That took a while to get that broker that deal. I was like, hey, man, cut me a coupon code. They're like, dude, we finally got it. So guys, take advantage of it.
You kept on them and wore them down.
Yeah. You got to stay on it. Hey, man, where's that coupon code come? We got a couple other companies we're working on as well.
Oh yeah.
But no, there'll be some exciting stuff. Just stay tuned, man, because you sign up for the newsletter, and trust me, you guys are the first ones to know. Because I let all the people know in the newsletter. I think I sent out my YouTube video with the Duty RDS and then the Acro, and said, hey, check it out. Watch these videos, and oh, by the way, use Warhog 5 and save you 5% with Aimpoint. So,
boom.
That was for you guys. Here for you. Yeah, buddy.
Anyway, guys, I hope you like this. If you're watching this and you're listening to it, man, you got to go watch it. You guys on YouTube, Facebook, Roku, Vimeo, you're getting a real treat. It's a great series. We're really happy to know Jack and spend time with him, and we're going to get him back on the show. So again, guys, thanks for watching. Do us a favor, subscribe, like, and share all these audio and video shows.